The Judge and the Lady, A Tale of Love and Justice. In the bustling city of Airedale, Judge Edward Harrington was known for his unshakable dedication to the law. A man of principle, he believed justice should be served without prejudice. Yet beneath his stern demeanor lay a heart that yearned for warmth, though he rarely acknowledged it. One fateful morning, during a particularly contentious trial, a young woman named Eleanor arrived in his courtroom. She wasn't a defendant or a witness but a social worker advocating for a single mother accused of theft. Eleanor radiated an air of quiet confidence, her words filled with compassion as she argued for the accused's circumstances to be considered. Judge Harrington listened intently, his usual stoic mask slightly cracking as her eloquence and sincerity struck a chord within him. After the session, he found himself recalling her words long after the gavel had fallen. Over the following weeks, Eleanor appeared in his courtroom more frequently, always representing those who had no one else to fight for them. Her passion for justice was palpable, and Edward couldn't help but admire her courage. Their interactions were brief and professional, yet unspoken sparks lingered in the air. One evening, fate brought them together outside the confines of the courtroom. At a charity gala organized to raise funds for underprivileged families, Edward spotted Eleanor among the crowd. She was speaking with a group of children, her laughter lighting up the room. Summoning his courage, Edward approached her. "You seem to be everywhere justice is needed," he remarked with a rare smile. Eleanor turned, surprised but pleased. "And you, Judge Harrington, seem to ensure justice is served. It's a pleasure to see you here." Their conversation flowed effortlessly, revealing shared values and a mutual respect for the law. As the night progressed, Edward discovered a side of Eleanor he hadn't seen before, a woman with dreams, fears, and an unwavering hope for a better world. Their connection deepened over time, but challenges loomed. Edward's strict adherence to the law often clashed with Eleanor's empathetic approach. They found themselves on opposite sides of a high-profile case, where a father accused of a crime claimed he acted out of desperation to save his daughter. Eleanor fought passionately for his acquittal, while Edward grappled with the evidence that demanded a harsh sentence. Their personal relationship was tested as professional ideals collided. In the end, Edward delivered a verdict that upheld the law but included a compassionate recommendation for leniency. Eleanor, though initially heartbroken, realized he had done what he believed was right while honoring her plea for understanding. The case became a turning point for both. Edward learned to balance justice with humanity, while Eleanor gained a deeper respect for the complexities of the law. Their bond grew stronger, rooted in mutual admiration and love. As they walked hand in hand one evening through the city's quiet streets, Eleanor looked up at Edward and said, "Justice doesn't have to be cold, and love doesn't have to be blind. Together, we've proven that." And so, the judge and the lady continued their journey, united by their shared pursuit of love and justice, forging a partnership that inspired all who knew them.